It's the 25-yard line.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Wentz now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Black. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And a kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Dalton bootlegs out. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The first carry now. This is Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go on the ball. On the ball. Over here. Yes.
Again, it's Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
There you go. 368. Nice.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. From midfield here, Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Oh, what a move. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
On the ball. 368.
Another chance for Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Great 15.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Run. Good. Black.
Now Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And that one results in 35 yards.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Let's go. Great. Black, come on. Ram.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Hang in there. Stop.
From midfield, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go. Great. Get over there. Go.
This is Ajayi. Bulldozes past him. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
81. Let's go. Hey. Shorty.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirk. Patrick. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Go on the ball. 52, 94, 44, 44.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
59. Go on the
Now Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Back to Mixon on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
74, 74.
They run with Ajani. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Great.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Great.
They pitch out to Smallwood. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Great. Go. 81. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Please.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Go. 20. Black. Come on.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This a 33-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
44.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Let's go. 3-5-7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Smallwood, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
46 down, man, 5-4.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him, because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So now Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Dalton wants to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
All right, here's Dalton. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did